PFT, I'm going to say something that I may at some point regret, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Permission to go there granted.
If they cancel, and I don't even know who decides this, big time they.
Obama.
Big they. If they cancel March Madness, I'm not talking about play it with no fans, which would make it significantly less fun, but still we can watch it. If they cancel it, outright cancel it, I will get coronavirus the next day.
Wow.
I will get coronavirus the next day because I do not want to be healthy in a world where March Madness does not exist.
Okay, you know that we could maybe simulate the games on some sort of
I said what I said. I said what I said. I said my piece, Chrissy. I said my piece.
Okay.
I'm done. Listen.
That's very big of you to sacrifice your body for this.
I will get paid the $4,500 that they pay you.
If we're being honest, I think that intentionally contracting coronavirus at the start of March Madness is probably healthier on our bodies than what we normally do to it during March Madness, which is just live off nothing but chicken wings and delicious, delicious, copious amounts of Michelob Ultra.
I'm just saying I can't have it. I'm starting to get nervous. Are you feeling bad that you have not respected coronavirus at all, and now things are getting canceled? The Ivy League tournament, who cares?
No, I'm not going to respect a virus because the virus doesn't respect me. So if it wants respect back, then it has to actually treat me like it wants to be treated. Now, the thing is, it has not done that to this point. It's been a real son of a bitch. It's been a real asshole type of virus. I do not respect it. I still think it's probably a big deal because people who are way smarter than me are telling me that it's a big deal, so I choose to listen to them. I saw that the Ivy League is completely canceled, which doesn't make a lot of. Can't they just play the games in front of like the parents?
No one. They can play in front of no one.
I feel like for an automatic bid, it's kind of very fucked up.
Okay, so their thought process is the Ivy League tournament is only like a 3 or 4 year old thing. So it really is no different than it was for all the years in past where the number one team in the regular season just got the automatic bid.
But we're living in a post-marijuana world right now where everybody has terrible short-term memory, and I can't remember what the NCAA landscape was like 4 years ago. Like,
so that's what it was.
UConn has always been at war against the AAC as far as I'm concerned. So
UConn's going back to Big East.
Yeah, I know they're going. I know they're going back.
I don't want to alarm you.
I know they are.
Changing.
But right now,
the Big East back? Gonna be
the Big
back?
East.
I love the Big
back.
East tournament.
Big East is way back.
I love it. So, following the guidelines of having gatherings of less than 1,000 people, the Ivy League tournament should have been totally fine, right? I can't imagine that they're packing gyms for that.
Now it gets kind of lit because they do it. They do it all they do the tournament. It's basically a Final Four, and they do it all in the same place, so people just go crazy.
They just have the actual tournament like on Wall Street.
No,
where all the graduates are there anyway.
A squash court actually.
Yes.
On Wall Street, but no. So that's the reasoning. The thought process behind it is. You don't have to go that far back into history to know that the Ivy League tournament used to not exist. It was 2017 was the first one, so it's only been 3 years where the automatic bid has been decided by a tournament,
right.
Which is great that they did that. But I think if it were any other conference, it wouldn't be canceled so quickly because they can basically fall back and be like, hey, remember 2016? Not too long ago. That's how we decided it.
I mean, having Yale in quarantine for like a week and a half, that's going to be the ultimate rest versus rust debate. I think we're finally going to be able to put that one to bed. They should just rename it the Ivy League tournament, and only people in the stands who are on an antibiotic drip should be allowed to attend. That's my grand bargain that I'll make with them.
I'm actually getting nervous though because it seems like there's a domino effect where, and I know what some places are doing where they're saying like we recommend. They're not actually canceling things. I think I saw Ohio said we recommend no gatherings, which would affect the first four in Dayton, which is always played there.
And the first 2 rounds of the tournament as well.
Correct.
Are also in Ohio. Yeah, it was the governor of Ohio. The way that he phrased his tweet was interesting because he says, we are asking for no indoor events.
Right.
So you can do an outdoor event, but they're asking politely for no indoor events.
People
and
are
that seems like a heavy recommendation.
This is bad.
Well, they're saying that maybe you could have games with no fans and only parents in attendance.
This is bad.
I don't like that. The mass hysteria is off the charts, but you're statistically more likely to get killed by Marvin Harrison than you are by this disease.
Is that true?
As of right now.
Is that true?
He
only killed what?
2 allegedly,
people?
Allegedly.
2 people? 3 people?
Probably that we know of.
I'm starting to feel nervous. For the first time, I feel like March Madness is on the hot seat, and I've laid the gauntlet down. If they cancel March Madness, even if they reschedule it, I'll be fine because I'll be able to just shift my brain and be like, okay, whatever, we'll play it. I mean, great, play it in June. I don't care.
This is June.
If they I mean, can you think what John Rothstein's going to do?
John
Rothstein will have a meltdown.
He'll show up to where the games would have been. He'll still be texting every coach in his phone on game day.
I don't want to think
saying,
about that.
Good luck today.
So if it happens, I will contract coronavirus because there's no point in me being a functioning member of society for those 2 weeks if the March Madness does not happen.
I will support you in doing that because that means that I will be able to go into...
No, we'll Skype.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we'll go into self-quarantine.
Right.
So we can do the show from wherever, take it back to 2016, and we'll go back
when coronavirus wasn't even a thing.
We'll go back to our pre-Ivy League tournament status and just do our show via Skype every day.
So
I'm actually going to be traveling to Austin, I believe, next week, and I'm just going to take all our equipment with me. I'm going to take like a podcast Zoom recorder with me just in case I'm not allowed back in New York City.
Yeah.
I'm operating under that assumption right now.
It very well could happen. They shut down the entire country of Italy.
How is the Big East tournament happening, though?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm still not like in full threat level midnight.
Because it's old school basketball. It's no blood, no foul.
Like the Big Ten tournament would have canceled. There's other tournaments that would have been canceled by now.
But the Big East would be the last one to get canceled because it's like old school, like Georgetown, Villanova. We're going to hit you guys in your nose. I'm saying old school.
Old school.
See, that's the second time you've assumed I don't know what's going on.
Well, I don't know. You keep saying team names that they're not in the Big East.
But that's old school Big East. I'm saying like that's the mentality of the Big East tournament, which for my money is the best postseason tournament besides the NCAA one. That's like a tough, no blood, no foul. We're gonna knock the shit out of you.
Syracuse versus Pitt.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So are you nervous, Hank?
Yeah, but the fact that we live in New York City, like every time I get on the train, I'm just like, if this is a real thing, that's a serious problem. I'm fucked.
It would have been already over. Right.
It's not already over, but it might I don't know. I just don't. If it's a real thing, I'm fucked, so I've kind of just accepted it.
Hank, think of it this way. There's that old stat, I think it applies here, that you're more likely to die in the car on the way to the hospital than you are at the hospital. It's not true, but if you say it enough, it gives you a sense of comfort and allows you to overlook
more
the
people
danger.
die from obesity.
95% of car accidents happen 2 minutes away from your house.
What happens when we get
Never
to
go
that,
home.
What happens when we get to that point of the coronavirus where like it just outpaces all these stats?